Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, a bit of a different scenery for you. I thought since it's a lovely day and it's scorching hot, we'll come outside and do this video for you guys. I put sun cream on, don't worry. It's meant to be like 27 degrees today, so yeah, very hot. But anyway, that's not the point in the video. The Premier Sports Cup is back for another season. The group stages are always so good. There are always some upsets. There's always some crazy results against Premiership teams, going up against Highland League teams at the Highland League team's home or the Lone League team's home. It's honestly just the best competition ever. And today, we are going to be predicting all the group stage matches in this year's competition. So, without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with Group A, which contains Falkirk, Queen's Park, Cove Rangers, Spartans and Brechin City. And in that order I've just said it, I've predicted Falkirk to finish top with maximum points, 12 points. They've been a really good team pre-season and they've just a really good team, big rise up to the Premiership. Falkirk, topping Group A, going through to the round of 16, 12 points from 12, 4 wins from 4. That's what I'm saying. I said Queen's Park in second. Now, you can't predict these groups. There's always upsets. But I think Queen's Park's just narrowly going to finish second. I don't think they're going to go through this year, unfortunately. I think they're just going to narrowly finish in that second spot. Cove Rangers in third. I think they're going to give a really good fight. Cove Rangers. So I think they're going to get a wee result against Falkirk. I think it's going to be a close game that next weekend. But ultimately, I've just predicted Cove to finish third. I think they're going to give a good fight, but they're going to lose to Queen's Park, I think, and that's what's going to cause them, especially being away at home as well. Good trip to Hampden, though, right enough. Spartans in fourth. They had a really good campaign last year, finishing top of the group, beating Livingston, upsetting Livingston to finish in that top spot, and then they upset Ross County to get to the quarterfinals until they lost to Aberdeen. But a really good run from Spartans last year. They've had a really good beat pre-season. They beat Ayr United, which is a really good result for them. Not that pre-season means anything, but I think they're also going to give a really good fight. But I think tough fixtures, I don't think they're going to do as well this year. But you never know. As I said, you can't predict these groups. And Brechin in fifth. Nah, I don't think they're going to get. Maybe a draw, but that's it. I don't see them getting anything. It's a really tough group for them. All the groups are quite tough, but we can finish dead last. I don't think they're going to progress, and they might get a wee result, but I don't see it. Tough group for them. I feel like that's so bad, but you never know. They play Falkirk tomorrow. They might get a result, but we just need to wait and see. I don't think they're going to go through. Now we've got Group B, which contains Ross County, Partick Thistle, Queen South, Edinburgh City, and Stranraer. Now that's a group that anyone could win, but I think it's going to be really close between Ross County and Partick Thistle. I was originally going to say Partick Thistle to top this one, but I think Ross County are going to do it, you know. Top of the group, Ross County. I think they play each other in the final day, Thistle, Ross County, at Ross County. And I think Ross County's just going to narrowly get maybe a penalty win just to get that extra point, go through, finish on top of the group. They had a good campaign last year until they lost to Spartans. That was very disappointing from them, but they had quite a good campaign, finishing top of the group, 12 wins from 12 points from 12 and 4 wins from 4. I think they're going to top this group narrowly. Partick Thistle in second, though. I think they'll also progress. It's the best, three of the best second place sides that progress. I think Partick Thistle's going to be one of them. I hope so. I back Thistle a wee bit to win. I quite like them as a club. My family supports some of them, so yeah. Thistle second, I think they'll also go through. Queen of South in third. I think they're going to give a good fight. They might give Thistle a game. I think that game is going to cause them. They might beat Ross County. I don't know. I just think Ross County's going to finish. Ross County's going to beat them narrowly. I think they'll give a good game now. And Stranraer, Edinburgh City, I skipped them, sorry, Edinburgh City. I think they're going to give a really good fight. They've been so good in pre-season. I was thinking about putting them in third. I just think Queen of South's going to beat them, especially Queen of South being at home against Edinburgh City. Yeah, I think it's a tough group. They play Partick Thistle tonight in City, so you never know. Thistle won 6-0 at Meadowbank last season in the same competition, but they're a better team now in City, and we've seen that in pre-season, they bet Falkirk 3-2, and they've had a really good pre-season, so I think they could give Thistle a game. I think Thistle will win it, but we'll find out tonight because that's on tonight. Stranraer, they might give Ross County a good game. They play them tomorrow. And some teams that they probably could beat in there. As I said, it's a very open group. It's a very interesting group, but I think they're just going to finish rock bottom. I don't think they're good enough. Group C contains Dundee, Airdrie Unions, Alloa Athletic, Montrose and Bonnie Grows. Now, this is a tough one, but I've said Dundee to finish top. I think they'll finish top. They're the better team. But I think Alloa's going to finish in second. I just think they're going to beat Airdrie, a draw against Airdrie and winning penalties or something. Or I know it's at Excelsior later. They've got the home advantage. I don't know if I said that right. I think Alloa's going to finish in second. They've got lots of problems going on right now on their pitch. I just think they can finish in second now. I just do. They're really good. They're a really good team, and I think they deserve to be in the championship. But they've got so many problems going on. I don't think they'll be one of the 8 teams going through in second place, but I think they're going to give it a really good go. I hope they give Dundee a game. They've got Dundee at home, so yeah, who knows what's going to happen with that one. That's going to be interesting. But an Airdrie and Fouds, they're not going to go through. I think they're going to have a wee bit of a disappointing campaign. Dundee's going to smash them. They always do when they play at Dens Park. That's why I think like 5-1 or something. I don't know. It's funny, and Dundee just smash Airdrie all the time they play them. And then in fourth, Montrose, they've also got some problems going on. Not just like the pitch isn't ready. They're having to play their home games at Gayfield, the home of Arbroath. I don't know how they'll feel about that. So I think that's why they're just going to come short. And yeah, just laughing at the cat in the fence. Didn't even see it, just saw the shadow. But anyway, Montrose in fourth and Bonnie goes in fifth. Probably understandable. They've got relegated. They're having a tough time. And they get Dundee again for the first season in a row in the group. I just think they might give Montrose a game. They might score. I think they will score against Montrose. Bonnie Galway tomorrow is going to be interesting. I think Bonnie could potentially get a result. We need to wait and see. But I think ultimately just not good enough for this group. It's a very tough one. But I think Dundee top, Alva second, Airdrie third, Montrose fourth. Group D contains St Mirren, Ayr United, Arbroath, Annan and Forfar. I forgot there. It's hard to remember. I remember the next group though because my team's on it. But anyway, moving on. In Group D, I think in that order I just said it, I think that's going to be the order of the group. St Mirren are really good team. Missed out in Europe narrowly. They're a really good Premiership side. So is Ayr though. They're really good in the Championship. They had a good year last year, losing to Thistle in the playoffs and failing to go up. But them and Scott Brown, they're looking really good. I think they're going to finish second. I don't know if they're going to be one of the teams to go through. Nah, I think they're just going to fall a wee bit short. I don't think they're going to get enough points to go through. But I think they're going to give St Mirren a really good game, you know. It's going to be a really good, interesting one. And yeah, St Mirren top in, Ayr second, Arbroath and third. I think they're going to give St Mirren a really good game as well, especially being at Gayfield, having that home advantage. I think they could beat St Mirren. I was thinking about Arbroath maybe going second, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I was going second. And Annan in fourth. I think Arbroath, Ayr and St Mirren are just too good for Annan, and Forfar in fifth, both failing to go through. I think Annan will beat Forfar, but I think they're going to lose every other game. Well, I don't know. They could beat Arbroath. They beat Arbroath last year. So, and this is the cup. The league form goes way out the window, so anything can happen. But I just think Arbroath are just too good now. They had a really good year last year. And Annan did beat them 5-1 in the league, but as I said, league form goes out the window. But I think Arbroath in third, Ayr second, St Mirren top, and Forfar. Yeah, I don't think they're going to win many games. They might get a draw against Arbroath, but that's it. Group E, probably my favourite group, not because Stirling's in it, but just it's very interesting. You've got Heart of Midlothian and Dunfermline Athletic in that group, and they're both looking really good. Well, Hearts have got quite a lot of injuries, lost some key players, still got a really good team, but yeah, I'm saying Hearts to finish top. I don't think they're going to get maximum points. I think they're going to drop points. But I think they will go through, top in the group. Dunfermline second, I think they're going to be one of the other 3 teams going through. They've been so good over the summer with that new manager. I can't remember his name, but he's from Celtic anyway. Probably come back to me. But he's signed so many good players, and Dunfermline's just looking... I think they could honestly go up this year, Dunfermline. They're looking so good. But I'll do my table predictions another time, in a few weeks or something. Maybe next week. And I said Stirling, Albion and Fouds. Now, I'm a Stirling fan. We've signed some good players this year. And we've got a good record in this competition in the group. But I just think we're going to fall short. I think it's going to be a big game, Dunfermline, the last game. I think they're going to beat us. I think we're going to fail to go through. But I think it's going to be a really good fight from us. I think we're going to beat Hamilton. I think Hamilton's going to finish 4th. Why do I think that? You're going to be like, Matthew, you're absolutely crazy. I just think Stirling's going to have a good run. Hamilton, with all the things going on there, financial-wise, and being in League One, going to Broadwood, I think they're just going to not have a good campaign in the group. I think we're going to beat them tomorrow. That's what I hope. I hope we can beat them, but we just need to wait and see. And Dumbarton 5th, they've seen some really good signs. They've got a new owner, Mario or something, I can't remember his last name. But they've got a new owner, and some of the players who signed, like Scott Honeyman from Falkirk, loads of some brilliant players. They're looking really good this year. They could honestly go back up. Obviously, they're starting with a 5-point deduction due to, obviously, going into administration last year. Administration, I can't say that. But I think they're just going to fall short. Got a really tough group. They might beat us still, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So they could finish 4th, and I'm probably just dreaming about Stirling. But I just think that we're really good. And yeah, I think we're going to give a good fight. Hamilton's going to beat Dumbarton. I think that's it. And then Dumbarton, I think they're going to lose a big... I'm so annoyed they're in 5th now. But they might get a result against us, Stirling. They might get a draw. Might get a win. But we just need to wait and see. But that's my prediction for Group E. Group F is really interesting. It's like Group B. So you've got St Johnstone, Raith Rovers, Inverness, Cally Thistle, East Kilbride and Elgin. Now, I've seen loads of people's predictions in the group, and they said that Raith Rovers are going to top it. And with St Johnstone getting relegated, then they're not going to have as much confidence. They don't have as much money. But I just think they're going to top the group still. I think St Johnstone are going to beat Raith Rovers. If they're getting beat 4-0 for Ross County, I know times are different now. They made some good signings, Raith Rovers. I just think that St Johnstone's going to top the group. Not with ease. I think Raith Rovers is going to give them a good game. I think lots of teams in that group is going to give them a good game. But I think St Johnstone top going through. Raith Rovers second going through as well. And I don't know, could they be one of the teams going through? I need to come back to that. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. And then I've said Inverness and Fouds, they're looking really good this year. One of the favourites to go up. Yes, they're starting the season with minus points, but I think they will go up. I think they could very well go up. I think they're going to have a good league campaign. They're going to miss out on going through, though, just by a wee margin. East Kilbride, newcomers of the SPFL. They're looking really good. They've been really good in pre-season. I would not be surprised if they top that group, by the way. I wouldn't. But I think they're going to finish 4th. I think they're going to have a really good time. I think they could beat St Johnstone, having the home advantage as well. Even Raith Rovers, but being away, that's going to be a lot tougher. And then 5th place, got Elgin. I feel really bad for Elgin. I want to see them do well, but I think they're just not going to have as good of a season this year. I think they're going to finish bottom of this group and fail to qualify and fail to win. They might give Inverness a wee game, like being at home and all that. That's like almost a wee derby. It's not really a derby. Well, it might be, but they're quite close to each other, these two places. So But just to wait and see what happens. I think Elgin might get a point or two, but I don't see them getting much. Group G now. Group G is quite interesting. We've got Motherwell, Greenock Morton, Stenhousemuir, Peterhead and Clyde now. This is a very open group as well. Motherwell, Greenock Morton should be a really, really good game. They played each other in the Scottish Cup and Greenock Morton upset Motherwell to go through. But that was at Capello. This game's at Motherwell. I think Motherwell's going to top this group. Not with ease, but I think they're going to give... I think Greenock's going to give them a hard time. I think they're pretty good as well. I just think they're going to finish second. They could be one of the teams to qualify. Who knows? It depends how they do. You need like 9 points with a +4. 3, even 3 can maybe get away. 5 goal difference to go through instead if you finish second. So it's really, really hard. Especially when you're playing like big Premiership teams as well. Who are probably just going to win the group in ease. But you don't see this in the Premier Sports Cup. That's why I really enjoy it. But anyway, Stenhousemuir said in third. I was originally saying Peterhead, but I just think Stenhousemuir's better. They've had a good pre-season. And I think they're going to finish third, just failing to qualify. Morton Stenny's going to be a good game at Capello. I think that's Tuesday, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that should be a really, really good game. And yeah, Peterhead getting promoted to League One. I don't think they're going to go through. I think they're going to fall a wee bit short. They're going to hope to beat Stenhousemuir since they're in the league. They need to beat League One teams or they could be in trouble. But yeah, 4th place for Peterhead and Clyde in 5th. They look good with Darren Young. I just think with a group like that, they're going to want to focus in the league. I think they'll draw against Peterhead. I think because they got a good record against Peterhead Clyde, beating them 6-1 in that final game this season, man. That's just mental. They're going to have loads of confidence, so they could beat Peterhead. So yeah, that's my prediction for Group G. I think Motherwell will go through. Greenock giving them a good time. Even Stenny's going to have a good fight. Peterhead, I don't think they're going to do too well, and neither as Clyde. I think they might beat Peterhead, but I don't think they're going to get many results. Group H, Kilmarnock, Livingston, East Fife, Kelty Hearts and Brora Rangers. Just saying that in a random order. Now this is where I think an upset's going to happen. I think Kilmarnock's going to finish top. Right? Now, there's always one underdog in these group stages that just absolutely run away with it. Like Spartans last year, still in Albion the year before. I think it's going to be East Fife finishing second. Now, you can hate me all you want for that, but I just think East Fife getting promoted had a really good year last year, and I think they're going to finish second and beat Livingston. I think they're playing them tomorrow at East Fife. East Fife's got the home advantage, got quite a good record against Livy. I just think East Fife's going to do it. There's always one team that does it, and I think it's going to be East Fife. They're looking really good this year, and I think they're going to go second. I don't think they will go through, but I think finishing second, I think they will. Livy third, they're looking good this season. Well, they're not actually, they're not. The kit isn't even out yet, that's just no good enough, but well, maybe it is now, but when I last checked, which was a few days ago, it wasn't still out. But yeah, I think Livingston's made some poor signings. I don't think they're good enough in the Prem. I don't know why I think that. I just do. They were really good last year. They only lost twice at home in the league. Yeah, so that's just my prediction for some reason. And then I think Brora Rangers last place, and I think who's that other team in that group? Kelty in 4th. Ross Cunningham was a big loss for Kelty. The Beaners, I got them. The Beaners, I got Ross Cunningham. Take that. Anyway, they've still got some good players, Kelty. I think, again, they could give East Fife a game. They got to give some of these teams again. I think they'll beat Brora. I don't think Brora's going to get any results. Brora Rangers Kilmarnock tomorrow. It's going to be some game. Imagine if Brora Rangers won that. That would just be absolute limbs and scenes. Maybe not limbs, but scenes if that happened. That'd be the upset of the tournament. But yeah, this is a really interesting group. East Fife being away at Kelly as well. That should be a really good game. I just think East Fife's going to be this underdog who, I don't think they'll go through, but I think they're going to beat Livingston to second place. So yeah, and yes, that is my Premier Sports Cup predictions done. Let me know what you think of them down below. You're gonna think, what is this boy thinking about with East Fife finishing second? But that's just my opinion. Well entitled to our own opinions. I just think that for some reason. So yeah. Now, thank you for watching. I can't wait for tomorrow. Get yourself down to Forthbank. This is going to be a cracker against Hamilton. I'm buzzing. I'll be there. In different seats. I've got a different seat from last season. It's a wee bit more middle of the pitch. So I get to see both goals quite well. So that should be good as well. We're near the tunnel as well. So I'm right next to hospitality. Maybe I could get a wee apple crumble again if I'm lucky. That was really good. But yes, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for our first Premier Sports game, and let me know what you think of the groups down below and how your team's going to do in them. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.